Fucking lost. First game. Fucking Heineke kneeling down. I didn't know you could do that. I guess you could. I guess that was a smart play. It was kind of cheese ball. Some missed calls. That face mask, Goddard's shoulder. He's out. He's on IR. She should be back before the Cowboys game, but we lost. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. We chilling. Yeah, they lost. That sucks. Some bad calls. Not a big deal. Angry Black Quarterback. Welcome, welcome. Episode 11. Birds finally lose. We finally lost a game. I know. Everybody's super happy. Finally lost. No undefeated season. I never wanted to go undefeated in the first place. I think that's stupid. Especially in the NFL, to expect yourself to go undefeated or not lose a single game is absolutely preposterous. So they lost a game. I mean, that game was within reach. We had some opportunities, some stupid fumbles like that Quez Watkins play. I mean, it was sloppy. There was some sloppy play by the Birds. So we lost a game. Big fucking deal. We were in for undefeated, first place, lost a game, and we're what? First place? First place? We scraped. Cowboys got the Vikings this week. War horn for sure. That's going to be rowdy. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, not that our schedule gets easier. We got the Titans coming up. We got to play the Giants twice. We still got to play the Cowboys again. But we've given ourselves a good little cushion. I'm not too worried about it. I think Elwood's already here. We got 2.0 in the house. Mr. Goody's here. Actually, I got to pull up the fucking notes, man. I don't even have the notes pulled up. All over the place. I hope they put their shit in. I think I did. I typed it out for them. Hey! 2.0 did. We scraped though. I'm sure Schultz will just yell them at us. But, Angry Black Quarterback Podcast, episode number 11. Birds finally lose. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all coming in. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to cover. Nothing super crazy. I got a couple articles, but we had a lot of football. Cowboys lost to the Packers. Tampa Bay won. Fuck Tampa Bay. Yeah, we got a lot of shit to get into, man. We got a lot of shit to get into, but thank you all for being here. Remember, like, follow, subscribe. Alright, let's get into some weird shit. So I always play something that's like pro Eagles whenever we lose. So I thought I'd play something that was anti-Eagle. If you guys are waiting in the wing, y'all can join whenever. Fucking Heineke, man. That shit was wild. I'm not going to lie. Oh, you just came in like The Undertaker with The Undertaker audio in the background. Oh my God. So we were doing talk shit.
I didn't back out.
You bounced early. You bounced early.
We got a gut punch there, Monday night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was rough. But I mean, fuck it, dude. Like I said before, it's better off. I'd rather lose one of these games, have it be close. We had opportunities to win that game. We also. I'd rather lose a game like that and like before we play a team like the Titans or before we play.
Oh,
hold on, I gotta go full screen. We gotta pull away from these clips. Oh wow, dude, you look like an author. You look like you're gonna write me a book, or you're working on a book that's taken. I can't.
You're muted, bro.
Yeah, you're muted. We can't hear you. But you look like an author. Like you're like, I'm right.
There we go.
Okay.
I did write a book.
I know. It looks like you're about to write some book, bro.
I wrote the one book everyone needs to have.
Oh, here we go. What is it?
Life.
I don't know about that. But how are you, sir?
What'd you do today? What'd you do today?
I worked, bro. Duh.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Get out of here. Elwood's here.
Two.
Oh, I You lost too. Whatever. So you lost to the Packers. That's
Yeah,
not.
you lost to the fucking
Now,
Packers.
I got to bring this up because you started with your take. You want to talk about losing on some bad calls? My God. Cowboys-Packers game. And I'm not saying we lost because of these two calls, but that holding call that was garbage when we had it down to the 25, 30-yard line in overtime. And then, I don't know if y'all watched the game, that no call on the pass interference when Green Bay's defender was tackling the guy.
All right, you have maybe a better case on that one. But I mean, you said that holding
No.
call, and hold on, maybe you could on that pass interference, but on the holding call, which fucking one? The Cowboys were
The one
holding
where it was
all
Davis.
over the place. They were holding nonstop. There was like 3 or 4 penalties on that drive. On that drive, there was at least 2 or 3 first downs that were converted that were called back on either first down, second, or third down that were brought back because of like a holding call. Some sort of bullshit. I watched it like 4 times in a row.
It was the holding call they called that put us in 4th down position. And Davis ran like a 25, 30-yard run. And even the announcers live when they called it go, ugh, I don't know about that call.
Okay, but yeah, your McCarthy rolls up in there like wearing a trench coat like he's fucking Vince Lombardi, and he just gets clowned like an asshole.
Facts.
Clown, though? Clown? I mean, if there's one person to really put the blame on, it's the Cowboys defense. We were up 14 points in the 4th quarter. I mean,
You guys have the worst coach in the league.
The Cowboys like to sit like the Cowboys run a lot.
Calling the plays.
The Cowboys have been running a lot of zone, and they haven't been running a lot of man-to-man this year. They run a lot of zone, and then you can get after people with the pass rush. They decided to go man-to-man and line up, because if you go man-to-man, you can roll an extra dude in the box, and you can stop the run a little bit better, which is what the Packers have been doing really well with Dillon and with Jones. So they decided to run like 80-something% man coverage against the Packers, and that came back and bit them in the ass. They got smacked around, and then people they were getting beat in man-to-man coverage. Watson was beating people.
Where Micah Parsons was put on the inside about 90% of his plays in the game, and it showed. I just thought it was a bad call. I don't know why Quinn had him playing inside linebacker more than a pass rusher on the outside. Hopefully he doesn't repeat it, because there was plenty of times when Cowboys have had the best pass rushing all year where Aaron Rodgers had way too much time.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is like 12-2 or some shit against the Cowboys in his career, or 9-2. He's like got some rowdy ass. He like never loses to y'all. Beat you in the playoffs, at home, on the road. Last second passes, Hail Marys. He just puts it on.
Dez did not catch it too.
Yeah, like he just like he puts it on. He puts it on the Cowboys. Like he shows up. It's like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray normally lights up the Cowboys on the road in Dallas. Kyler Murray goes off at Cowboy Stadium.
No one thought, truly, none of you Eagles fans thought y'all were going to lose to Washington.
No,
right?
I said we could easily lose one of these games in this next cluster. So I don't think that
we're going to lose any game. Like, I mean, what kind of?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like I could see us losing, and it was the Giants, the Titans, the Washington, and the Steelers. I was like, we could lose one of these games, just because. I mean, the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers were playing people tough. Yeah, the Steelers. It's like those are like you're a slip up game like that, yeah. Because I mean, Washington's got a good defense. They get after people. They're pretty deep at running back and have some talented running backs. McLaurin's a beast. I would love to see Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, in an Eagles uniform. That would be awesome. But he's locked down. I mean, so they made good decisions. They converted the ball. They got some good calls. Like, you know, that's like Washington and the Steelers. Those are teams that are kind of pesky and just don't go away. Like, they're not just going to be like, oh, you can roll over me and shut me out. You're probably not going to shut one of those teams out. That's not going to happen.
Though, I don't know how most Cowboys fans felt, but Sunday morning I was nervous. Just Aaron Rodgers losing 6 games in a row. I didn't see, it's like, I know Green Bay was doing so bad, but to lose 6 games in a row, it's just like, it's just like,
it's like Trump running for president, just losing just over and over and over.
Who, Beto?
No, Trump.
Well, unfortunately, Beto's lost every position he's ran for. So
Well, yeah, he was going.
my dad has to remind me every time I see him. So
Of course.
Trump's on his way to be the first person in the history of the country to lose 3 popular elections.
3-peat.
who?
Luckily, I mean, who knows, dude? Because you could be elected twice. There's no limit to how many times you can run. He could run for forever. He could keep running
And keep losing.
and keep
He's
losing.
lost-
He could go for like a reverse Robert Ory and like lose like 7 times.
He did lose 7 times in Georgia.
Well,
How
yeah.
many times did?
Well, I'm
did
talking
do a
about
recount?
him personally losing. He
No,
could
I'm
be like
saying
he
that.
could be like a Ross Perot, where he just like runs a shit ton, like constantly runs.
But off subject, that Cowboys Green Bay game, I mean, won me my fantasy. That's for sure.
It sounds like a real Cowboys fan. You're getting booed right now. Even though we lost, my fantasy team did good. See,
Well,
and Mr. Goody, you were
Yeah.
upset. You were validly
No, I
upset because
literally
the
had
Eagles lost
Aaron
and your
Jones.
fantasy team lost.
That is
I had
true,
CeeDee
but it
Lamb,
was
Aaron Jones and Tony Pollard.
okay.
It was
Here we
kinda
go.
like they all had a great game.
Are you so what do you think about all this madness, Silent Man Under the Stairs 2.0, Joe?
I mean, the Packers-Cowboys play, a lot of people predicted the Packers were going to win. Just, like, look at the betting lines. They started off at +6 and closed at, like, +4.5. So a lot of money was on the Packers.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Cowboys are that good. I am biased. Like, one of my friends is a Cowboys fan, and I always give him shit. Like, every
As you
time
should.
they lose.
What's your team? Who's your team?
That's
Broncos.
right.
Broncos country.
Broncos.
That's right.
Yeah, no one saw the Broncos season going the way it's going. Damn.
Which
Yeah,
way
it's
is
a
it
shit
going?
show. Need to
Whenever-
get rid of Nathaniel Hackett.
Worse than Seattle.
How dare you? I'm playing the heartbeat sound right now. My blood's
Well, it's not-
boiling.
listen, I wanted to
You
see-
talking
honestly, I
about
wanted to
Nat
see-
Hackett, you son of a bitch.
I
You
wanted to
talking
see Russell
about the
Wilson pull a Tom
goddamn
Brady.
sheriff of Broncos country? You don't ride if I don't say you ride, boy.
Are you done?
Yeah, I think so. That's right. Go Broncos.
But no, I wanted Russell Wilson to do good in Denver. Honestly,
I don't know. Like I've always been.
Broncos are
I
doing
didn't want
better.
Pete Carroll
They're
to
doing
win
better
that.
than like. I thought the Broncos were gonna just like lose the rest of the games, like and and they're like
No, Russ
still
is.
in
Russ. They have
they're
a
still
good
in the mix.
defense.
Yeah, their defense is legit, and I know everybody's like saying like Russ is done, stick a fork in him, but he could turn this shit on. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's done, but Russ has just been playing like doo-doo, and he's like kind of cornball-y, so that's the big problem with him, is whenever he's like doing bad, he like doubles down and triples down. He's kind of cornball. It's fine. Like, I'm not a Seahawks fan, so I don't have this big attachment where I'm like, I really like Russell Wilson. But like, Future's dropped some bangers. I'm kind of team Future.
fuck Future mumble rapper. I'm a better rapper than him, but also
I don't know, man. The toxic boy in me's got to roll with Future over because I'm just.
No,
Who's
but
everyone's like? Who's
I'm
the
booing.
team?
I'm booing myself. I'm booing myself right now.
What I was gonna say is Pete Carroll called Russ out or it was like some shade he threw like about Gino uses the armband like wristband like for the plays.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll was like, yeah, we had some resistance in the past to do that, and now it feels like like things are a lot smoother when Gino's using the wristband. And then Russ gets asked.
Like Russell Wilson wouldn't do the workout. You're saying?
No, he wouldn't use the wristband like with the plays on it.
The play sheet,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And so they asked Russ about it, and it was like, to me, it was like anti-Russ. It was not cornball. He was just like, well, I don't really know what he said, but won a lot of games there. So
You mean the
didn't
guy
really-
who's trying to poop once a week? I poop twice a week. I don't need your damn wristbands. Here, take these coupons to Chick-fil-A. It's
yeah,
delicious.
it's not cornball. It's corn toilet bowl.
Yeah. He's a cornball. I have a cornball machine at home. You're like, I bet you do, Russ. Chill the fuck out. No, I mean he's good, but Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck Russ.
He's a Christian. He's a Christian.
He's good. I do think Nathaniel Hackett is the main problem there.
How dare you? You
I think-
son of a bitch.
I mean, I think
Should be fired.
No, I think it's Judy and Tim Patrick's been out all season. Like, I think that there's, it's not necessarily the coach. I mean, he does look like terrible. Not Mike McCarthy terrible, but terrible.
But they almost have to keep him. Sometimes
No.
they get. Yeah, in some ways they do. If the buyout clause is super huge, I mean, they have a lot of money, but you got to have a decent contract.
He's got 4 years. I'm trying to find the guaranteed money.
There's got to be a buyout.
It's all guaranteed. It's all guaranteed.
There's got to be a buyout clause. So like if it's all guaranteed, I don't know. You don't know if they really want to take on a whole nother set of whatever of like, okay, here's $30 million. Here's
Okay,
20.
well they just paid Russ like $300 million, and like a lot of that is guaranteed. So
Yeah,
it's like
so-
you gotta pick one.
Well,
if you're
yeah.
gonna blow.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
know?
I think it's easier. I mean, I don't know. There'd be dead cat money. I think they're going to have to ride with both of them for the next 2 or 3 years. That's what I'm saying, is they can't really get rid of either of them.
I think they can get rid of him for sure.
Who do you hire to replace the Nat Hackett? I mean, he's legendary, dude.
Jeff
He's like a ghost of a
Saturday.
founding father.
Steve
Dan
Nash.
Quinn.
Oh, that would
No.
be. I think that'd be funny,
No
but I don't know if that
one's
really
taking Dan
fixes.
Quinn from us.
I don't know if that really fixes any of your problems because you've had all these defensive minded coaches before. And I just don't know if that really helps like the growth.
There's no way Dan Quinn takes a head coaching job again, ever. I promise it.
You know,
No, who's the offensive
He'll
coordinator
get offered it.
for the Chiefs?
oh, Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be really good.
I just think Dan Quinn fell back in love with being a defensive coordinator and the stress that comes with a head coach. I think it's what kept him last year is Jerry has a way of, because there is no cap price in coaching staff, right? So I think Jerry had a true talk with Dan and said, hey, you stick with our defense and I will take care of you for the rest of your life.
And whenever
Yeah,
McCarthy retires, he's like what, the new Jason Garrett?
No, like Dan Quinn's bitch
How
ass can't
dare
even
you relate
can't
him
even-
to Garrett?
Well, I'm
he
just
can't
saying.
even coach on the field. He's like up in the booth.
I'm just
Hey, at
saying.
least McCarthy threw a headset this game. When did you ever see Garrett show anywhere of that emotion ever?
It was
All right.
embarrassing.
All right, we're moving on topics. First topic I want to talk about right now. He's back at practice. We'll keep it short. Deshaun Watson's back at practice.
Woo! I know. I saw footage of him in the Cleveland, and I was just like, I can't believe it's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope he gets backed and hurt the first play, or first 3 and out or so. I
Why?
hope he just goes. What's up?
Why? Different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying?
get out of here. No, I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's
One
that's just
stroke.
added extra
I'll let you go.
controversy. I don't know why, like having him on the team, bringing him back. There's just so much. That's just weird.
I just don't know how you go from like
No, it's-
showboat Mayfield, which has his baggage that comes with just like him, having the ego, to go from that to Watson. Like it's just like
Because it's handy.
It's almost
It's
that?
handy. It's handy.
Yeah.
No, get out of here. What it is these owners.
Right.
These owners realize that for them, if they know he's going to be out there, he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be allowed to play. They know that he's
tell
going to
me
be.
what other team
No,
would have
but
picked up
the-
Watson.
Oh,
if
I
it
mean, I don't
wasn't
think
for Brown.
no. There's teams that would have waited for him to have like been a free agent, been cleared, sat out his suspension. There's people that would have waited for him to not like they wouldn't have traded what they traded and signed him to like the biggest guaranteed money contract at the position in the history of the sport. That's like the Browns. Like, I mean, it looks bad bringing him in, but then what they gave up to get him, and also what they chose to pay him, and how they chose to structure that to try to keep him from losing money and like whittling down his first year salary so that it was super low. Luckily, the punishment shifted stuff, but the way that the way that they've structured that contract, it just made the Browns look bad. To be like, okay, we're going to try to keep as much money or give him as much money as possible, skirp the rules, and have him play. It was a sleazy move to how they brought him in.
No. Okay, first of all, the Eagles try to replace Jalen Hurts with fucking Watson, and the Dolphins try to replace Tuanon with fucking Watson, and those two guys are up for MVP. So like, it's not as like simple as like, oh, the Browns are idiots.
But I'm saying that's where they look bad. Is they're the ones who chose to do it. They're the ones who chose him, that give him that big contract. Somebody was going to sign him. Because he was available to play and winning games, and the NFL putting out that product and having a top 10 quarterback is so important. There's a lot of teams like the Dolphins, like the Eagles, unfortunately, and a lot of other teams that would have given up what they had at quarterback, someone they've drafted in the top 10 in the past 2 to 3 years who's above average. They would get rid of that person to get Deshaun Watson. That's why, but the Browns chose to do it, and that's why they get all the flack. And they chose to give him the biggest guaranteed chunk of money in the history of the sport while this guy's got to sit out. And structure. I don't
think those other teams chose not to do it. I just think that the Browns offered him more. Like, I think that there was offers on the table, like from the Eagles, from Miami.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, because they weren't gonna mortgage their salary cap future on.
Even if none of this was
the hand job king of Houston,
right?
What?
Like, say this massage scandal never happened, isn't a thing, and we're just talking about him as far as being traded on a team.
He would have been traded. He demanded a trade.
Well, do we think Watson is just some great quarterback?
Yeah, but Deshaun, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yes.
Before all the scandal stuff, before it came out, he was a creepazoid. Deshaun Watson was like a top 5, top 8 quarterback in the league, hands down. Period.
He might be better than Lamar Jackson. He's that good. Like, he's on that level.
Well, I wouldn't say he's on that level as a runner, but he's a really good leader, and he did a lot with less in Houston. When Houston should have been worse than they were, he made the people around him better. Like, he got Will Fuller paychecks. He helped develop a team.
You started off being wrong, saying he's a good leader.
Well, no, when he was before
leader. If he was that good of a leader, he would have convinced those ladies to
get out of here.
Give him the one and not, have the projection.
That's a terrible joke.
Leaders lead, sir.
Stop it. That's totally not funny.
He led the masseuses to his penis.
He's guys, stop. That's like, honestly, it's not funny because like that's something that's already like settled. Yeah, I mean, he's got all these cases, but there's like,
it is funny.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not allegedly. He's settling these civil suits, and he's been accused by like dozens of women that he's been doing this stuff. So there's no question on if he's a creep or not. He's a fucking weirdo, dude. But before any of this stuff came out, and before it was public that he was being Captain Creepy, he was winning games with a Houston team that was lacking talent, that was overperforming, going to the playoffs, competing for the division, and that's why he already signed a big deal with Houston, and then he decided after all those, the prisoners are running the asylum type comment, or the prisoners are running the prison or whatever. Whenever the ownership made that comment for Houston, Deshaun Watson decided he wanted to sit out. And he was like, I'm not going to play. Fuck you. I don't want to play for this guy. Trade me. Right. 1 year after he signed a big, like $100-something million deal. So then he demands a trade, and then maybe 2 or 3 months after that, all of this stuff starts to come out, and then he hasn't played really football since. Since he did, the last time he played, he was in Houston. They were in the playoffs. I mean, there's plays where he got kicked in the eye, and then with one eye squinting, throwing like an on-the-run crazy ass pass. He's got some crazy highlights. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's nuts that he's coming back, that he wasn't suspended an entire year. I kind of disagreed with that, honestly. And the way the Bills structured his contract to try to skirt money, it just makes them look bad. That's all I'm saying. Is like the Browns, anybody who signs Deshaun Watson, just like when the Eagles signed Michael Vick, and now, granted, not conflating the two issues, But I'm
Yeah.
saying there's a lot of people who have who hated the Eagles because they signed Michael Vick.
Yeah,
There's a lot
but
of
he went to prison. He went to fucking prison.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's why I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that whenever we chose to do that as an example, a social pariah back into the sport on your team, you're gonna get flack for that. You're gonna get right off the bat. There's gonna be questions for people. There's gonna be a whole PR circus that comes with that, and they chose to take that on and chose to make him one of the highest paid players in the NFL when we haven't seen him play in almost 2 years. And it's like he's certified creep. He's like grade A creep. It's like
yeah, but how many Cowboys like had like like the dude that like threw some chick like on a bed like full of guns and like
yeah
like,
no and that's
beat her up?
that's where
Cowboys.
well no
When
no
was the last Cowboys?
that's a good example.
Cowboys have like a history of not giving a fuck.
All right, well hold on
Patriots and Ravens.
no, but there's a lot. Okay, look, no, now you're talking. It's not about team to team. You're talking about the hypocrisy in the sport and how they idolize and praise and reward talent regardless of the actions that they do outside the sport. We've talked about okay, well you can talk about Tyreek Hill, the highest paid receiver in the league. You talk about all sorts of people who've done pretty stupid stuff, and some of them are like honestly like I think are bad people. We've seen bad people play this sport, be successful,
Cowboys.
and not just the Cowboys, all over the league and all over sports. That's where they prioritize the success of their team over other people, and they say fuck all to the cost. If it's gonna help me win a championship, I don't care what people have to say about me, because the owners aren't really the face of the team. And now Jerry Jones will go out there and take it on the face and doesn't care because he's got fuck you money. So he has fuck you approach to everything he does because he's got literally like go fuck yourself money. But there's
never
with drugs with their players than violence.
Never forget, Michael Irvin was caught in an apartment naked with a dildo and cocaine next to him by the cops.
No,
Okay. Let me retort on that. You're telling me at 25 years old with millions of dollars, I wouldn't find you in a room
out of
naked
here
with a dildo and a bunch of cocaine?
All right, we're moving.
Get
out of here.
You can find me in my room right now with that.
All right, we're moving on. Next topic. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's like a week old. There was a woman in Australia, an Australian woman was going to, I want to say she's going to Dubai, and she wanted to bring the ashes of her dead boyfriend with her to Dubai.
From Dubai?
No. It's an Australian couple. Her boyfriend died, so he gave her a butt plug, and she got it engraved, and she got caught at the airport trying to smuggle his ashes into the country and got detained by customs.
Wait, she was smuggling the ashes in a butt plug?
Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so she was smuggling her dead boyfriend's ashes in a butt plug.
Does she play chess? Does she play chess?
No, she doesn't play chess, but that's like, dude, that's rowdy. I don't know, like, and you see those videos where people get like the dildo in the backpack or whatever, and it vibrates, and that.
Well, what's the punishment for smuggling ashes?
I didn't know. I did not know that you were about to bring up dildos, and I just happened to bring up Michael Irvin and his dildo.
Yeah, so that's why I transitioned to this. But no, stick to the topic. Quit talking about Michael Irvin and his butt play games.
I'm talking about the butt plug and
the butt plug full of ashes. Because we talked earlier, there is a class action lawsuit where world chess masters, or one of them, a young up and comer, beat the number one player in the world and was accused of using vibrating anal beads to receive Morse code messages on moves to make. And now that player accused. Hold on.
If you're willing to
amongst
put
us has it
up your ass to win you deserve it, bro. That's the one cheating I will let pass. Putting beads up your butt. I mean, that's dedication. I mean,
that's pretty next level. But yeah, so and now he's filed $100 million defamation lawsuit against him for the accusations of him using said butt beads. But that's kind of crazy, man. I mean, it has nothing to do with sports. I saw it and I was just like, I have to bring this up because that's crazy. Like, to get caught, that's so intense and weird to be caught. You're trying to get on an airplane with a butt plug full of ashes. And we've talked about butt chess. So now we're at that level where any butt things are kind of like in play now. It's my show.
Is it illegal to bring ashes into Dubai though? Like,
It
why
could
did you
be.
stick them into a butt plug?
Well, it would.
No, a
have to
butt
be
plug is
some
illegal. A
bullshit.
butt plug is definitely illegal in Dubai.
Yeah.
Well, the ashes thing would have to be like a bureaucratic type of thing. Like, you're not allowed to probably bring a dead body. You know what I mean? And so, since it's not technically a dead body, but it technically is, they can it'll fall under that charge. Is what I'm guessing.
That'd be embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing.
My friend told me that he had sex with this girl in the tallest building in the world in Dubai on ecstasy.
That
Wow,
might be like that's the most like Chad thing I've ever heard.
I have to break
Shout
it
out to your
but-
homie and but yeah, man. The other
My
day,
good friend,
like
BT,
last
he
New Year's,
impregnated his girlfriend in Dubai, and now he has twins.
There you go.
hey bro, you know what I did
Illegal
like
baby.
last year on Arbor Day? I was in Dubai, dude, and I was there for this like work conference. It was a tech thing, and I totally like was in the tallest building in the world and just like hooked up with this chick, bro. It was tight.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
mean, is he technically in the Mile High?
What
Club?
does your friend do?
he is a basketball player for NC State.
Oh, okay. So he was over there playing basketball.
No, he's
Oh,
like
dude. He was
he's
crushing
middle.
that.
Get out.
You know what? At the tallest building.
Get out.
Yeah, like what's it? It's called like the Khalifa or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
200 stories up.
So next football talk after the butt plug.
No, let's stick on the butt plugs.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah. You smoking?
No,
World
It's
Cup.
like after the post.
World
butt
Cup
plug
starts
smoke.
soon.
He's like, let's talk about more about butt plugs. Ah.
right.
I'm excited for the World Cup.
You are. Have you seen?
It's Sunday, right?
Yeah, it starts soon. I got invited to this
It's
like
Sunday's the
watch
first
party
match.
thing. I might go. I might not. We'll see.
It's
Because
a
my
fucking-
wrestling's pay-per-view is on Saturday, and they usually have it on Sundays. And I was like, wait.
Oh,
And I
Lee
thought,
fits in
I
the
was like,
chat.
oh, World Cup's probably on Sunday, and that's why they're not having it.
It's such a fucking like ridiculous travesty, like that it's in Qatar. Like
Go watch the Netflix documentary that they just put out.
No, but I listen to this podcast called World Corrupt, and it's all about the World Cup and how corrupt FIFA is. I recommend it. But have you guys heard of like the Men in Blazers?
Yeah, I'm playing a video right now, and it's the leader of FIFA sitting down at some press conference, and this guy walks up, hey, with a shit ton of money, and he's like, hey man, this is our first down payment for World Cup North Korea 2026, and just throws all this money all over the place.
On the exact same
Well,
day.
2026 is America.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but he's just proving a point that he's just like, FIFA's corrupt as fuck. The World Cup and the selection process is corrupt as fuck. They've been caught being shady. It's one of the most dirtiest sports in the world when it comes to buying people the fuck off.
Well,
Like,
apparently the start of the biggest corruptness was the World Cup in South Africa, and that was apparently like the first World Cup that was fully bought.
No,
Like,
it's all
bruh,
about.
no.
They
No.
named
No, they even
the
said
last
they
World
talked
Cup was
about
in
the
Russia.
old dude.
Yeah,
That was
like
after South Africa.
no, but
No,
just,
I know, but
like, look, the FIFA, soccer is like soccer's dirty, man. There's a lot of dirty money that flows around in soccer. It's no fucking
Yes,
secret.
but
These guys have been outright caught, paid fines, been charged with felonies all over the world for accepting bribes. The fact that Qatar, it's in the middle of nowhere where it's a bajillion degrees, has no soccer stadiums, no
3,000 people. 3,000 people have died just building
this
like
stuff.
that.
They have no infrastructure for any of it. If you've seen the
Well, what's
videos,
funny is
hold
all
on.
the
If you've
people
seen the videos of these hotels and where some of these people are staying, it's like paper walls,
Fucking
paper
trailer park.
doors with like mattresses on the fucking floor, and
That's the Olympics in Russia.
but this is the World
But
Cup, dude.
That's why it's corrupt.
It's the Olympics.
They announced on the same day, Russia and Qatar. Like they're like the 2018 and 2022, it's Russia and Qatar, and it's like because they got handed bags of fucking money.
And people are like,
like-
Qatar, where the fuck's Qatar at? Who said Qatar? I don't even know where that is, god damn it. And now, like I'm just saying, is soccer's super corrupt. It's like saying, oh, Lance Armstrong's the first person to get caught cheating in cycling. Like, fuck no. People have been cheating in cycling for forever.
Well,
People have been
more of-
cheating in horse racing. People cheat in all, and like some of these sports that are like that are fairly, in swimming, anything like that, people cheat all the fucking time. And these officials in FIFA that make these decisions take these proposals, take dirty fucking money. So if you're going to tell me that in South Africa, a bunch of corrupt South African officials paid money, well, no, but I'm saying like paid money, or there was illegal money exchange. Hell yeah, there was illegal money exchange constantly. People use these sports as a conduit to enrich themselves.
I'm saying, from the thing I watched, the dude that was the original president of FIFA that started in the early 70s, he wasn't corrupt.
And now Seth Blatter is the guy now, and
yes, well, and I don't think he is now. I think
he did get booted, but he was the one who.
That's what I was going to say, which is even ironic that we're talking about Qatar and it's happening, this weekend. Everyone that was involved in the whole Qatar deal, I don't even think are employed or involved with FIFA anymore.
Well, yeah, but to sit there and say,
but you couldn't stop the train from rolling.
Yeah, but I don't think you can just like, I don't think that you're gonna be able to just cut off a couple heads of this like crazy corrupt snake that's gone on for forever. I'm sure there's people who took bribes where they didn't get caught. Like some of them got caught because they were fucking sloppy, and it was super transparent when you select a place like Qatar to host the World Cup that doesn't even have anywhere to have it, and they're like, all right, cool, we'll build it.
Yeah, they don't even have a fucking soccer team.
No one really fucked up. It was more of one guy. I forget his name, and then people don't like to call him a whistleblower because it's technically what he became, but it's only because he got caught and then he turned into an informant, and that's pretty much what brought down everybody.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but these guys are
already knew. Yeah, we already knew. Like Bill Clinton was like in the crowd.
Proof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the end,
we can charge you.
But at the end of the day, I mean, like him being gone, there's other people that are a part of that system. That system's still going to continue. So these FIFA officials are more like dirty politicians that are getting payola constantly under the table, and they don't want you to know about it, and they're accepting dirty money from companies. These guys just got caught, and it's funny that it happens in like sports and not so much in politics where we give a shit. But in FIFA, I mean, like I said, because they just they got billions of dollars in investments that got dumped into Qatar once they got announced for the World Cup. I mean, they had to literally build these stadiums from scratch to host the largest soccer competition in the world.
That's the problem with World Cup, no matter where it's held. It happened in Brazil with infrastructure. It's just like all this infrastructure gets built and then it's just left.
No, man, because it depends on where it is. Because if you have it in like Los Angeles, like they had it before, they have the stadiums and the capacity to host that stuff. So that's what I'm saying is whenever you're putting somebody up in the middle of nowhere with a tiny population, zero infrastructure, I mean, human rights violations across the board constantly, saying they'll build you something versus all of these other people that have the infrastructure and setup. If they said it was in St. Petersburg, they're like, we're doing Russia again, I'd be like, that makes more sense than having it in Qatar. No, it just does because at least Russia has hosted it before. I'm not saying that Russia should host it. I'm just saying that when it comes to like schematics of setting it up, that makes more sense to me because they're not like, all right, we'll build it all. We'll be ready for the world stage in like 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. And then we're going to use and we're going to openly use slave labor to accomplish that goal. That's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's called sports washing, and it's what like the Saudis are doing, where they bought like Manchester United, I think,
and Live Golf.
It's like they're like spending a couple billion, and then it's like, oh, look at like Qatar's like a normal country. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Like, what about the gay players that like go like in there? Like, it's like
someone talk about Qatar the way people talk about Austin and Texas. They're like, Austin's like the only city in Texas that's like liberal and all, and it's like I heard someone talk about Qatar. And he's like, we're like the only thing in the middle of the Middle East that's like not the Middle East. And I'm like, yeah, I don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bad look. It starts this weekend. Go USA. We always cheer Team USA. Fuck yeah.
I believe.
So
My buddy that is a big soccer fan, he does say our team sucks. So
well, whatever. Fuck your friend. I'm gonna cheer again. Go USA.
Yeah, I
Your
know.
friend sucks.
I'm just saying, don't let the John Hamm commercials get you all hyped up. That
We're
they're
gonna
such a
go.
big chance.
We're gonna go Schwarzkopf style, and we're gonna show up
Yeah,
America
yeah.
in the Middle East, and we're gonna just
Well,
accomplish nothing.
we have Wales and Iran in our first 2 of our first 3 games. Like those are winnable games for sure.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I will say, I don't care who's going to be playing. I'm going to Jerry World, and I'm going to go see a game when they come.
When who
In
comes?
26.
Oh,
The
okay.
World Cup.
I was like, because I'm going to Jerry World on Christmas Eve for Cowboys Eagles. War horn. Boom, boom, and
But
hopefully
instead,
that's for
she
the
got me
division.
tickets to wrestling, so I like that better.
All right, moving on. XFL draft happened. Did you guys see
Oh.
this? The Rock was looking swole as fuck on TV. They had the first round. There was a wide receiver taken in the first round, pick number 5 to the Vegas Vipers, Martavius Bryant. If you guys don't remember, Martavius Bryant played for a while for the Steelers and was super good and could not stay out of trouble and was banned from playing in the league. He is a top 5 pick in the
That's
XFL
because he was
draft.
hanging out with he was hanging out with Antonio Brown too much, smoking that herb.
Yeah, that's true. The highlight play I'm running right now, it's him and Antonio Brown like celebrating together. But I mean, Martavius Bryant's a hell of a talent. That's crazy. That's another example of like talent. You know, he got drafted as a top 5 pick. He's been out of the league for like what, 3 years, 4 years. Martavius Bryant hasn't played football in a grip.
Hey, my buddy that I was telling you about that tells me stuff about when he played in the NFL, he's getting signed to the Desperados.
See, that's
Here we go. The Desperados.
Let's go. Yee, that's right, Desperados, baby. We're coming for you. Yeah,
Original
Desperado
arena
country.
team, man. Who was the good arena player
It's
back in the
Mosey.
day in the 90s?
It's Mosey.
We
We
were
can't.
kids.
They can't say let's ride. It's let's mosey. Let's mosey. Come on, Desperados country. Let's mosey. Woo. Are you guys gonna watch the XFL though?
Probably.
I didn't even know
Maybe.
it still was around.
Yeah, it's like getting a
The only
revamp.
reason it stopped was COVID.
Getting a revamp.
Yeah, I mean, spring football. Why not?
There's a video, and they showed the Packers Cowboys score at the Sixers game, and then everybody cheered, and then everyone cheered, and then they zoomed in on the one Cowboys fan and just booed the fuck out of this guy. But I mean, and I'll give it to you. It takes balls. It takes more balls, I feel like, to go into a home Philly stadium in Cowboys gear than it does to go into a Cowboys stadium in opposing gear.
Yeah, because we're not dicks like y'all.
Do you know if Hingle McCringle Berry got drafted?
No, I don't know.
Or Javarison Lamar?
Where is it? The number 1 pick was Abram Smith, running back out of Baylor. Pick number
What about
2 to the
Quattro?
St. Louis Battlehawks.
These are names off of Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I know. I'm actually reading off real names.
Dude,
There's a
Battlehawks-
Charleston Rambo. That's a badass name.
No, Battlehawks is cooler because I mean, if you know what
Sal
a Battlehawk
Cannella.
is, that's pretty.
Adrian Killens.
Coaches Velociraptor Malocious?
Or do you have them pulled up on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh wait,
figured.
what's a Brahma? The San Antonio Brahmas?
A Brahma, what is that?
Isn't it like a
Snake? A snake?
Snake.
No.
It's a slippery, big slithering snake.
I think it's a type of horse or
I
something.
think it's like a bison thing.
Remember the
Oh, it's
Alamo?
a chicken.
Oh, weird.
The breed of chicken.
Hell yeah, let's
they
go,
are.
bro. That's tight, dude. There's gonna be some cool. I mean, my head's big as fuck, so I can't wear
Well,
hats. They don't
couldn't call
make
them the
hats
San
in Rain
Antonio
Bucket.
Hawks.
But there's gonna be some sick ass XFL snapbacks. So you know what I'm saying? Just a heads up.
I guess it could also be a bull. I don't want to speak wrong because their Twitter account has like a bull logo on it or something.
Let
A
me see
bowl?
this.
Like a cereal bowl?
No, like a bull that like charges and
Oh, a
kills
bowl.
people.
Wait.
All right.
Oh no, it is. It's like a longhorn or something. Because it's like a lightning. It looks like a cow skull with horns, but it's like lightning.
Yeah, I think it's like a bison. A bison.
Oh, Heinz Ward is their coach.
Yeah, dude, Heinz Ward, dude. So one more story I want to talk about before we get into bets and stuff. This happened in Houston. It's a sad story, but it's also fucking stupid. So I guess everybody use this as a warning to not do this stuff. A man in Houston, Texas, is dead after falling off the top of an 18-wheeler that he was dancing on top of while it passed under a bridge. A 25-year-old man was knocked off the top of a truck at 11:30 a.m. on Thursday, dancing and filming himself on top of an 18-wheeler. And then the dude went,
Off.
What are people doing?
Was it at least on
So
TikTok?
is there going to be a new tally on
There's
the
gotta
news
be a
of, like,
TikTok
how
of
many
it.
deaths per TikTok per year?
There's
going
got to be.
on?
That's got to. There's. I mean, at this rate, there's going to be. He was 25. There's going to be a statistic.
I mean, I thought we were done with people dying from planking. Now we're on the new level.
Right now, I'm playing a famous Amos clip of this guy. He's on the back of a flatbed and he comes out of this casket. His dance moves are too good, man.
Yeah. Moyer says hi.
Oh, hello, little one. Stay out of
Look at her.
trouble. Don't
She's
dance.
like being Merle, peeking around the
Don't
corner.
don't dance on top of 18-wheelers. Like, I don't understand that. People are like, yeah, you're gonna hit a bridge, man. Some of those things come pretty close, and you can't jump off the top of that. Like, why the fuck would you? Why the fuck would you get on top of a car to record a video? An 18-wheeler. If you wanted to get in like the bed of someone's truck, even then, that's stupid. But
Yeah,
Do-
I can't judge kids.
Do it for the
though,
gram,
because
dude. Do it for the gram.
My
that's
friends
for the
did
talk,
some-
dude.
yeah.
Doing it for the talk, bruh. Doing it for
My
the.
friends did some stupid shit, you know, growing up on Jackass, and we didn't even have a platform to post it. We were just doing it.
No,
so at least
I
these
was
kids
serious.
could get the likes.
One time I was behind. I had a rope connected to a GoPed, and
Oh, dude, I remember this.
connected to the rope was a inner tube, and I had the inner tube around me, and I was on a skateboard. Didn't think about the fact that I couldn't get out. Like, I couldn't just let go because the inner tube is like secured to me, and I ate shit and dragged by the GoPed all the way to the point where it's stopped the GoPed, and our boy Chubbs flipped over the GoPed.
Yeah, I remember it because you showed up all fucked up at school, and Chubb showed up kind of fucked up, but not as bad. But man, it was gnarly. I remember that. It was, your elbows were all fucked up. There's
Like literally just road rash.
road rash all over, like face to foot, just covered in road rash. It was rowdy. I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I remember seeing Chubbs at like football, or maybe it was football off season. They're like, you out there dicking around on mopeds with Schultz, getting hurt, god damn it. And you're
Luckily, we had our two girlfriends, Chanel and Nanners, to take care of us that day. So
you guys were like
Nanners.
just covered in Neosporin.
yeah,
Speaking of Nanners, I talked to her the other day, J Hugs, and she said hello.
She's the goat, dude. Nanners is goat
Because
status.
I told her I felt so bad because she invited me to her wedding, and I went, and I didn't invite her to my wedding.
She would, yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah,
No,
and congrats again. We did it last episode on being married. How's it treating you?
people keep on asking me, oh, is it different? And I don't know. We moved in the first month dating, and we've been dating for 4 years. What's different?
Hey, you never
We've
know.
been married.
You never know, man. You always
Yeah,
gotta
I
check.
turned
You
into
gotta.
a total dick. Now she's my wife, and I own her. She's mine.
Jesus, dude.
Mine.
Well, boo this man. We'll boo him for that. All right, we're gonna get into bets. We gotta get into the bets. I'm gonna play our sound effect: explosion, war horn. Bets. Sorry, Smellwood, you're not a gambling man. So
he's never gambled on sports in his life.
never in his life. He only bets on poker. We'll start with the goody good. How'd you do last week? Recap for us, Mr. Goody.
Not well, bitch. No, it's the Cowboys fucked up my 17 favorite parlay, and then the Seahawks fucked up the long shot parlay.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
that Seahawks game was rough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they would do better, to be honest. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was up like to watch it. I just don't have, I cut the cord, as they say, so I didn't have NFL Network. But okay, you want to do this week?
Yeah, what's this week?
All right. So this week for our 7-team money line favorite parlay. My wordplay is better than Baby Yoda. Get him out of here. All right. Cincinnati Bengals at Pittsburgh minus 200.
Okay.
Ravens at home against the Panthers minus 750. Commanders in Houston minus 165. Eagles in Indianapolis minus 300. I think the Bills bounce back against the Browns at home. Chiefs out here in LA against the Chargers, and then I just love betting against the Cardinals. So Niners in Arizona against the Cardinals.
That's fair.
Yeah, all 7 of those is a plus 718. So that's Bengals, Ravens, Commanders, Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Niners.
Okay.
I think Bills. There's a chance. Isn't there a chance Bills sit Allen this week? I know he's questionable again.
But they're playing the Browns, and I don't see them losing.
And their defense is really complete. They have a good running back, or 2 good running backs. I think that they can just like hand the ball off, be smart with the ball, protect the clock. The Bills are like built to win. They're built to win without him short term, maybe not long term, but if he's down for a game or two, they're built. I mean, we saw what Trubisky come out and play for him a little bit last year. I think. I don't think he necessarily got hurt for very long, but you saw they'd always have somebody be able to come in a little bit of stints. And they have so many weapons around him. There's like
and we got Case Keenum. Case Keenum as the backup, and 2.0 loves him.
Yeah,
so.
yes, sir. Give me that Case Keenum, man. Sir. University of Houston. He used to hold most passing touchdowns in a career, most yards in a career. Bet you didn't know that. Yes, sir, he did. He was the number 1 all-time quarterback in the history of college football when it came to passing touchdowns. That's like big facts.
I knew a quarterback from Houston did have that mantle. I just didn't know it was him.
Yeah, it was definitely Case Keenum for a little bit, and now it's like obviously been surpassed. I think Joey Burr beat it, and then somebody beat it last year.
Speaking of records, did y'all hear Sunday that NFC East has the best record of a division of all time, like far as winning percentage?
You're welcome.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, you're welcome.
You're
and
welcome.
those Giants have contributed. Those dirty, greasy, disgusting Giants. Fuck the Giants. All right, let's get into bets.
My 3-team long shot parlay. Now, I did say last week don't bet it, but I think you might need to think about this. New York Jets versus the New England Patriots in New England. Chicago Bears in Atlanta. Tennessee Titans in Lambeau. Collectively, plus 1,341.
I hate to say it. I think the one that's going to lose it for you is Green Bay Titans.
I don't know.
That's the only one.
Anything's possible in Lambeau Field.
I feel like the Titans have been a better team throughout the season than Green Bay, but it
shut down last week.
I think Derrick Henry runs all over them, but no, I mean, yeah, they're a long shot parlay, so
yeah, it's a long shot, so it's the odds. He's playing for the odds. It's plus 1,300.
Right.
So he thinks that out of to make a combination of 3 that could win to make him the most money.
I think the first 2 are just I won't. It's easier. Like Bears, the way they've been playing, totally. I could see them going to Atlanta, whooping up. What was the first one again? That you said?
Jets at Patriots.
Oh, and Jets, yeah, Patriots, dude. The Jets, man, shit. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
bet against the Jets right now in any game, honestly.
yeah. I mean, all of them have the exact same odds almost. Like it's plus 145, plus 140, plus 145 on those 3 games. So, um, not saying it's going to happen, but I think that it's not the worst of my
Right.
long shot parlays.
All right, Mr. Goody's bets are in. They're hot. They're booming. He's hit a long shot this year. Shout out to your boy. I hope you hit one. All right, 2.0. How much of my money did you lose?
All right, so we went 2 and 3 last week,
That's not
down
too bad.
about 1 unit. Quick recap here: we had the Jags at the Chiefs minus 9.5. Chiefs ended up winning by 10, so that did cover. Good little sweat there at the end. We had the Lions at the Bears with the Bears minus 3. That was a hard game to watch. Bears lost 31-30. They were up 14 points going into the fourth quarter. And then their defense completely fell apart, gave up 21 points. Then the Bears kicker missed the PAT in the fourth quarter, which ended up being the difference. If he makes it, maybe they go to overtime and we at least get a push and they win by a field goal. Is there feedback or echoing?
Yeah, I'm hearing some echoing from Elwood.
Is there?
Yeah. It's got to
Is
be
it
for
still
me.
going?
Do you have your, every once in a while, is it like, where do you have, are you on your phone? Do you have it like propped up on something? Is a vibrating. It's vibrating. Check it and see.
Are you sure it's Elwood?
Yeah, because I could hear it. It lights up green when someone's making a sound.
Yeah, so anyways, next up we had the Colts at the Raiders under 42.5. Colts ended up winning 25-20, so this does not hit. Colts unders are now 8-2 on the year, and it's just unfortunate that one of the 2 games that went over was one of the games that we bet.
What do you have to say about?
Saturday
Yeah,
did get
I was gonna
his
say.
first win, though.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. What do you have to say about Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Fuck Jeff.
I like him. Hey,
Whoa.
he's a good guy.
Sundays
know.
are Saturdays, baby. Sundays are Saturdays.
I don't know. I'm just still don't fully buy in, but it's all good. We'll see. It's a long season.
And
fuck
we
Jeff.
had the teaser. Eagles -5, 49ers -1, and Giants +1.5. Eagles were the only team that did not cover, which did cause us to lose this bet.
Fuck you.
49ers won 22-16. They covered the teaser, but not the game.
Don't you throw that in my
Giants.
face. Don't you throw that in my face that the Birds lost, you son of a bitch.
Hey, and you lost money. It's kind of like a double whammy.
Yeah, thanks. Boo. Boo this man. Boo you. Fuck you,
That's
man.
the reason I don't bet right there. My team losing and losing.
Oh, you and your high road. That's why I don't bet. You don't bet, so when people do bet and lose, you can just be like, oh, that's why I don't bet. Get
Well,
outta here.
if I'm on a
in your
high
high
road because
tower.
I'm high, then yeah, I am on the high road.
Get out of here.
Shout out.
Ridiculous. Yeah, shout out. Shout out weed.
Then we had the Sorry, do your shout out. Never mind.
No, I was just saying shout out weed. That's it. Just shouting it out. What's up?
Tell your kids.
Gang gang. No, don't. Absolutely not. Do not.
And then we had the Saints at the Steelers. That was our upset pick of the week. Steelers ended up winning 20-10. Saints offense looked horrible and was outgained 379 yards to 186. Something's really wrong with that offense. I don't know what it is though.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Week
rough week. We
about-
lost some good. We lost some close ones. That's rough. That lose that teaser. And yeah, the Saints look like trash.
Yeah, I'm pissed because I had the Vikings in my long shot parlay, but the fucking Seahawks couldn't hold on.
Yeah, Seahawks looked pretty bad. They looked like they kind of crumbled and fell apart. But I wasn't overly impressed with Tampa either. They're like, oh, Tampa came back. Tampa won. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not that impressed. Their defense went off for sure. They created some turnovers, but I'm still not convinced. They're still on the cusp of not being in the playoffs. All these divisions like are pretty much 1 to 2 game separation in the NFC. They're not like, no one's like outside of the Eagles or the Vikings. Everything else is fairly close, including those playoff spots.
Well, ours is close. Like, I mean,
well, no, like ours, no, and ours is still close, but we at least have more. Well, now we did have like
we just
2
have
games.
a lot. Yeah, like,
yeah. So
like,
now we have a game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles are all going to playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been
Wow.
saying that for like 5 weeks.
Yeah, at some point it's just mathematically a probability because everyone else is really bad and playing really shitty. But I'm not 100% sold on the Cowboys yet. All right, what are your stone cold Nat Hackett's freezer full of deer sausage and his garage lock of the week?
All right. So
Yeah.
first up, got the Eagles -6.5 at the Colts at -110. That number is probably going to go up to 7 by game time, so I would bet this earlier. And in simple, this is a big bounce back spot for the Eagles. They are a much better team than this Indianapolis Colts. Colts did look good last week against Jeff Saturday, but I just don't think they'll be able to hang with this Eagles team that's going to want to come back out, make a statement, let everybody know that that loss last week against the Commanders was just kind of a fluke. So comfortable laying the 6.5 points here. It's probably 7 at this point. Yeah, it's at 7 now.
Are there odds? Are there odds if of Jeff Saturday getting fired after the Eagles blow him out?
I don't think so. No, I don't think that would happen anyways, though.
No, I know. I'm
Jim
kidding.
Irsay is gonna be all like, "He's my friend," so no.
He's my friend.
He used to give me his painkillers. He used to not take them and give them to me back when I was all pilled out, but I'm better now. I could talk about it. I'm Jim Irsay. Something like that.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, for sure.
He actually.
Oh
kinda
yeah,
looks
he's
like
got the
he's
Lindell
related.
shakes. The Lindell
No, he
shakes.
literally. I thought about it the other day. He looks like he could be like a cousin or brother to McAfee.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were friends. Anybody that's like a weird, eccentric, old boomer billionaire is probably friends with Jim Irsay or partied with Jim Irsay at one point.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
oh,
sure
oh,
he's-
did you do drugs with like Charlie Sheen in the 80s? They're like, oh yeah, all the time. Everybody's like, oh yeah, we all used to do that.
In the 80s.
80s, 90s, yeah, back whenever he was a lot
In the-
crazier.
Well,
he's
like-
still doing,
like-
you don't remember
yeah.
Tiger's Blood interview?
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
like-
but don't you? But no, okay, yes,
That wasn't that
obviously
long
he was
ago.
crazy at the end. But what I'm saying is there was a period of time where him and like Robert Downey Jr. and those guys were all super rowdy party boys and were getting in a shit ton of trouble. They both kind of cleaned their shit up, got their shit
No.
together. No, well, in the public image they did because Charlie Sheen went off the rails at the end, but nobody knew he was that nuts until he went nuts. Because he was doing 2.5 Men. So he was the highest paid television actor in the world at that period of time.
Yeah.
Well, that was
They-
his comeback.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they didn't know. Like, they just were like, hey, he's bringing
Just
in the
covering
bag.
for him. Just covering
There's
for
like-
him.
Okay. not
He's
Charlie
make-
Sheen.
He's making us money. Like, they don't
Well,
give a
like
fuck.
Robert Downey Jr. is obviously the most successful out of that group of people, but there was a good, the whole pocket of those guys back in the late '80s, early '90s, and they were doing crazy shit all the time.
Do you think Robert Downey Jr. is actually still sober? Because I have my doubts.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
Iron
I don't
Man.
question. Yeah, I don't question Iron Man, dude.
I do.
Of course you do, Mr. Goody.
Tony Stark don't spark.
All right, kids, keep going. Sorry.
Nah. So next up, we got the Lions at the Giants. We got we're taking the Giants -3. at
The Ginas.
Yeah.
Take the Ginas -3.
Shout out, shout out.
That was great. That might be like your
2.0.
first real fumble. That might be your first real fumble.
That's a Freudian slip, bro. You got like girls in the back. Like, what's going on? Wrap it up, homie. Wrap it up.
That was awesome. So
All right,
Lions
so
and Giants.
anyways, so the Lions have won 2 straight games, which I am happy to see for this team. I think anybody that watched Hard Knocks wants this Lions team to do well. But in the past 2 games, the Lions have been outgained 408 yards to 323 against the Bears, then 389 yards to 254 yards against the Packers. If it weren't for 2 costly interceptions late in the game, they would have lost both of them. And I don't expect Daniel Jones to make those kind of mistakes. He only has 2 interceptions on the year. Giants did give up 319 yards to Davis Mills last week, which is a little bit of a concern, but I do expect this I do expect this Lions team to have some offensive success. But they rank 27th against the pass and 31st against the run. Their defense does. So I expect Saquon Barkley to run all over this team. I think they're just going to be too much for this Lions team to handle.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked at that one, that game, and I just wasn't sure, like, if I trust the Giants, like, as like what the record says. Like, I feel like they're pretty decent, but I also feel like the Lions, they could just put up numbers. So that to me was a stay away.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, what's
Yeah,
the
the
next
Lions
one?
lost by double digits this year. I think it's all been pretty close losses.
Yeah, and they have one of the highest scoring offenses in the league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They put up points and yards. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is like crushing it.
Yeah.
In the
All
weight
right,
room.
So next up, so we bet this earlier in the season. We're going to go back to it again. We got the Chiefs at the Chargers. We're taking the first half under 24.5.
I remember you
So-
hit that last time, right?
Yeah, week 2 of the season.
Yeah.
So same analysis here. In the last 4 games of Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, the first half totals have been 17, 24, 20, and 17. In those same games in the fourth quarter and overtime, the teams have combined to score 17, 37, 35, and 20 points. So that tells us like these two teams are very familiar with each other. They both have solid defensive plans going into it. They know how to stop the other team. And then once the adjustments start happening, then the offenses start to open up a little more. So we're going to keep riding this trend, and we're going to take the Chiefs at the Chargers first half under 24.5.
Yeah, I like that.
And then staying in the same game, actually. We're getting a little exotic here.
Ooh, Exotic 2.0. Look out.
Yeah.
Go
So we got
Giants.
the Chiefs. We're taking their third quarter spread -1 against the Chargers at -115. So this bet, it's only going to be the score of the third quarter. Doesn't matter the total score going into it. Doesn't matter who wins the game. It's just strictly the third quarter. So far on the season, the Chiefs are 5-1-3 in the third quarter, while the Chargers are 2-6-1. The Chiefs also have the Chiefs also have the best offense in the third quarter in the league, averaging 8.4 points per game, while the Chargers offense ranks 25th, averaging 3.4 points per game. And on the flip side, the Chiefs defense ranks 11th in the league at giving up 3.4 points per game, but the Chargers defense ranks 30th. So the third quarter is all about coaching adjustments, and I think the Chiefs do have the better coach team. You can play the money line if you want to try and get like that push insurance in case the third quarter is like a 7-7 or something like that, but the odds for that were at -180, which is just too much juice that I'm willing to lay. So we're going to gamble a little bit and go third quarter -1.
All right. Interesting. Exotic Joe. You okay up there, Mr. Goody? You're getting attacked by a dog? All right, he's fine. All right, well, tell me about this teaser. You love these teasers.
I do like the teasers. So First leg is going to be the Panthers at the Ravens. We're teasing the Ravens down from minus 13 to minus 7. Then we're going 49ers at the Cardinals. We're going to tease the 49ers from minus 8 to minus 2. So with this first game, the Ravens are just a better team here. They've won 4 of their last 5 games and really seem to be figuring it out. This is also a play against the Panthers, especially since they announced that Baker Mayfield is going to be starting this week.
Yeah, fuck Baker
I don't know
Mayfield.
if you guys heard that.
Yep.
Yep.
I did not hear that.
Yeah,
Baker's back
like,
in the game, baby.
It was that head button, dude. The coaches saw that and they just go, "This is our guy now."
So maybe him getting benched was the kick in the ass he needs to return to old form. I don't believe so. I don't really think that's going to happen. Panthers defense also ranks 25th against the run, which is the Baltimore's offensive strength. You got Lamar Jackson and then their running back by committee in the backfield. So I expect the Ravens to be able to cover this line. And then for the second leg, so the 49ers are on the road at the Cardinals, but the game is going to be in Mexico City. So unlike those European games, travel really isn't a concern for me here. They're in like the same time zone, or they go one time zone over. It's never flown to Mexico City, but it can't be more than a 2-3 hour flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but elevation. You're like,
guess.
yeah, nah, it's like Denver.
All right,
That's
boys,
true, but like
I
both
actually
teams
gotta
are going to
go.
be impacted by it, so I don't think that'll
Oh,
be
hold
too
on.
much.
Elwood's out. Later, Elwood. We love you.
Yeah, getting
I
live play.
would.
Bye. Hope y'all make money.
Be good. I think he got in trouble.
Yeah, his wife's kind of hot.
Get out of here.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so the trade for Christian McCaffrey looks like to be one of the best moves of the season. The 49ers have now won 2 straight, and this offense is just that much more dynamic. They did have a close game with the Chargers last week, but 49ers outgained them 387 yards to 238. They just got some bad breaks in the game. And on the flip side, the Cardinals are 4-6 on the year, but their only wins are against the Raiders, Panthers, Saints, and Rams. They just can't beat good competition. Still don't know if Kyler Murray will play. Colt McCoy looked decent last week against the Rams.
Proud of
I
Texas,
like-
baby.
I like him.
Texas.
I like Colt McCoy. Like, I've always liked him.
Oh yeah, I like Colt a lot too.
You know that his dad, I think he was like born in Arizona, but his dad went and got dirt from Texas and put it under the hospital bed where his mom was giving birth, so that he was born on Texas soil.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's stupid as shit.
Yeah. So those are the locks for the week. Do have one don't bet game. It's the Raiders at the Broncos. Broncos are minus 2.5. That's right.
Yeah, now you got to say it. That's what you got to do. You got to embrace the meme.
I can't believe you don't have confidence in the Broncos in that game. Like, I mean, I was staying away from it as well.
After that speech, after that post-game speech by Carr, where he's like in tears, being like, "Get your shit together." I don't know, man. They might come out and pop some motherfuckers in the mouth this weekend.
I don't know, dude. He's on my bench in my fantasy.
You just
team.
better hope. You better hope that Russell Wilson's down to 1 poop a day or 1 poop a week, so that way he's got enough poop cushion to absorb the blows. Like he said, the not pooping, being full of poop helps him. He better be full that day, dude. We're gonna come. Better be full of poop. They're coming for him.
Well, it's funny because I have Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, and Danny Jones in my League of Dorks.
Yeah,
And,
that's you have 3 dork ass quarterbacks too. So for the League of Dorks, that's a perfect quarterback lineup. Danny Dimes. I mean, only thing you're missing is maybe Kirk Cousins.
No, I just played Kirk Cousins and he fucking beat me.
Yeah,
Fucking Kirk O'Bangs.
yeah.
Kirk Thuggin.
I know Heineke is a thug, dude. Heineke rolls around big dick swanging, dude. You don't want to mess with Heineke. I think he'd fight anybody.
Yeah, but he doesn't have his shirt off with like gold chains on
No,
the PJ.
they did a
Oh, yeah,
video
he
of it.
had
They
gold
did a
chains.
video of it where he had all the chains and everything. And he was drinking like
Heineke?
yeah, and he was drinking like Bush Light or something on a plane and was running his mouth, being like, "You can't stop us." It was pretty hard. It was well deserved.
Do we get to play them again?
No, this is the second time. So if we did, it would be in the playoffs.
No, they're not getting the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not. So they're probably not.
No.
No. No.
No.
All right. Well, that's bets. Oh wait. So why don't you want to bet against this? Bet in this Raiders Broncos. I just kind of jumped in and made fun of the Broncos and how they suck ass. But please enlighten
The
me.
Raiders
It's
suck
exactly
ass.
for that reason, though. Like, two bad teams here. I don't know what to expect. It's so hard to try and handicap games like this. You don't know what version of the Raiders is going to show up. You don't know what version of the Broncos is going to show up. Broncos' home field advantage might help them out. Like, Broncos country could show up for the division rivalry against the Raiders.
Woo!
But I just don't trust them to get it done.
Well, didn't you not bet on the Colts Raiders? Like, isn't that just as much of a shit show of a game?
Yeah, well, I bet on the under, though. I was betting
Ah.
against the offense.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I mean, is it supposed to snow in Broncos country?
No.
Is it gonna
It's
be-
supposed to snow in Buffalo. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be rowdy snow. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but Case Keenum's got it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, big pride of Texas, pride of Houston Cougars. Rawr. I don't know. I don't have a cat sound effect, so that's the best I got. Well, that is bets. Good job, you guys. Y'all are fantastic.
Thank you.
Made everybody lose money last week, so they appreciate it.
No, I told people not to do what I was doing. However, I thought you were going to block Elwood from getting onto the podcast, and he was here even earlier.
Yeah, he
than,
called me, talked, and I said he could hop on. So I was like, yeah, come on, man. But you got to be, it's like, quit doing goofy stuff on the side. And if you show up, you're good. Like, no, I like having Elwood on. He's funny. He's funny.
Did he admit to?
No, he was partaking in, herbal elevation.
All right. I actually went back and looked at it, and I don't know. Like, I was like,
he's fine. He's funny. But like last episode, if you guys watched, it was just crazy because he came in out of nowhere. It was like boo-doo-doop, and he just like appeared, and it was like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? And we were like an hour and something deep, and he just appeared out of left field and started ranting. So that was crazy. I was like, are you gonna be there early, or are you just gonna appear randomly this time? And he was like, no, that's what I do. So I kind of liked that. I like it. It's like, just a random, like a Kramer sighting.
yeah, I mean, he was a little bit more normal today.
Yeah, he
I'll
looks
say.
like an author, dude. He looks like he's about to go write a book on like a typewriter or something. And like,
Yeah,
he's
he
like, I've been working on this book for 7 years, and one of these days I'm going to get it published. Like, he looks like one of those guys.
Yeah, he looked like an insurrectionist last week.
Yeah, he looked like something, insurrectionist or like a Earth Home person. He's like, I live in Taos, and it's really artsy, and I just basically find recyclables and I weld them into multi-million-dollar statues.
Where is this, like Portland?
No, that would be like Taos. Taos, New Mexico is very artsy fartsy.
But so is Portland.
Yeah, but it's like uppity. It's like really bougie. It's bougie.
Hmm.
And it's not like cheap to live there. So people have like multi-million-dollar Earth homes, or they're like have a greenhouse and it recycles the air, and they have all like sorts of crazy shit. I watched this real estate show and it was like tripping me out. And it was just like a neighborhood of these like rich hippies. It's just a bunch of rich, pretentious hippies. So I'm like, ugh. And they're like trying to sell it. It was some like Shark Tank real estate investor show, stupid as fuck. And they were trying to sell it. And there's this one young black guy on there, and everything he was just lowballing the fuck out of him. So they're like, okay, we want like $5 million for it. And he's like, look, beautiful house is great. I think we could partner together. We could do a lot of cool stuff with this property. It'd be great. I'll give you $600K. And they're like, nah. And he's like, all right, then I'm out. He's always the first person to go. It was such a low ball offer. It was like fucking hilarious. He's like, I don't know shit about these homes. $600K. They're like, and these people are offended. They're like, we've spent our life building this Earth home. We want $10 million. Like, it's incredible. But Taos is bougie, man.
Do we need to let 2.0 get back to the Ginas, or?
No, I'm chilling.
He's chilling. He's chilling. He had the beach party.
I thought that was like weeks ago. How are we still talking about the beach party?
The beach party.
Hey, the beach party is legendary.
The
Come
myth.
I know, but
The
I mean,
legend.
like, you guys don't have another party like that you've already lined up? Like, like we had like Midsummer's Night Dream. We had like, you got to keep the wheels
Obviously,
rolling.
but this is an annual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got more coming, but it was the beach party, dog.
Yeah.
They had that. They brought the beach to the Dakotas, son. You hating on him? He's trying to hate on. He's trying to flex on you right now. Oh, I see you got some hats in the background. You upgraded your background a little bit, dude. I actually have a little bit more perspective in the background too.
Yeah. Where's the thermostat?
It's the
that's
iPod.
at
The iPod.
Yeah, bro, I was like, bro, whose iPod is that? I'm jacking that tonight. That's nice.
It's funny that you were doing the podcast at, like, was that the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a rap called Library Lingo that's on YouTube, and it was in like at 8 a.m. in like in the library at college, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just like
dropping
murder.
bars.
Bars.
Call me Dewey. I'm coming with that decimals.
It was tight.
Let's go bars. Gang all day. All right. Well, yeah. No, I mean, that was a good show, man. I'm kind of chilling. We got a lot of games this week. We'll see. Pay attention. There's not anything too fucking nutty. I mean, I guess you could talk about Luka. Luka's blowing it up. Basketball. We're gonna have to transition and not just do football at some point. We're gonna have to bring up the hockeys, and we're gonna talk World Cup. So maybe next time we talk, all we talk about is World Cup and football. But we gotta mix it up. We gotta need more variety. We got
basketball,
hockey, World Cup.
Yeah, I'm down.
Ultimate Frisbee, cornhole championships on the Ocho.
Yeah,
They have that shit.
no, I know.
If you could pick one sports legend to be your cornhole partner, who would you be? Who would you pick?
Well, my ex-girlfriend is like an idiot savant at cornhole.
Well, I'm talking about sports athlete.
John Daly.
Ooh,
Nice. That's
solid.
good. Solid first round draft pick.
Ooh, that's good. 'Cause you know he's good as fuck, and he's gonna bring like booze, and if you're getting drunk, he's gonna have cigs on deck, or he'll send someone off to go get him.
Yeah.
And like
if you drunk cigs don't count.
It's
Did
true.
You know that?
It's true. And if like I could see him being like hammered and just being like just pissing right there, and then everyone's like, hey, whatever, we can all just piss right here. Like he'd make everything's kosher.
Just slamming, just like puffing on darts, like just ready to go. Just zero fucks given.
Like backhand, forehand, doing twists, just like dropping them in the hole. He's legit. I know John Daly's good.
Yeah, for 100%. He's probably the best cornhole player in the game.
Who would be your pick, Mr. Goody Schultz, two shoes?
To match Daly, maybe like McEnroe.
Okay, McEnroe could be good. He'd be passionate. He'd definitely be into it. He'd be fighting for every point. So no matter what, you get to be the calm one by default.
And if Daly gets out of hand, like he's gonna throw down. Like he doesn't give two fucks.
Okay. See, I would probably team up with someone who like I just don't like, and it's not that I don't like him; it's that like his story's just too good, and it's just like, bleh. But I'd probably pick Kurt Warner. I'd probably go out there and play some cornhole with Kurt Warner. He has overcome so many odds.
Do they even play cornhole in Canada?
I bet you they play some. I bet you there's some sort of stocking he did when he was like doing grocery work. That would be good. I feel like he's just good. And he's so positive and he's accurate as fuck. I feel like Kurt Warner would be good, and he'd be really likable.
But no, you can't party with me in 2.0 and Daly and McEnroe like afterwards. Like, yeah, you just take Kurt
No,
Warner to like
Kurt would go
Waffle House
home.
or some shit.
No,
Yeah.
Kurt would either DD for everyone or he'd just go home on his own volition. He'd be like, hey guys, I'm out. You guys are going to get weird? All right, I better take off. Ha ha ha. And then he'd leave and then I just get to kick it with y'all. But he would insist on carpooling, so he would be my ride. So somebody else would have to volunteer to give me a ride home, or I'd have to take an Uber. So he would be like, "Hey, I'll give you a ride home, but I'm leaving now." He seems like one of those guys, you know.
100%. Yeah.
So like you're having a good time, but I'm not. So if you want to leave now with me, you have to. Otherwise, good luck. Kurt Warner's totally that friend. Totally that fucking friend. I gotta go stock the Christmas hams in the morning at the Safeway. So I gotta get the fuck out, man. That's probably him when he was in the Arena League. Probably.
Yeah, I'm switching. I'm switching my partner to Simone Biles.
I feel like because she's so short, that's almost a disadvantage.
Yeah, but shut up, man.
Like,
you got the best
farther
partner.
away.
You got the best partner. You got like the ultimate white trash partner. Maybe Dale Earnhardt Jr. would be good. I could maybe take Dale Earnhardt Jr. No, because he seems like he's just chilling, dude. He's been retired, so he's got some cornhole. He's logged some hours on the cornhole. He's just big chilling with Mountain Dew money. He's probably got. He is playing the cornhole, dude, and drinking Diet Dew. That's happening right now.
I just feel like there's a better NASCAR driver that you could pick.
No, I feel like he's trashy.
Busch.
No, because he'd be a dick the whole time. At least Earnhardt would be like, hey, he's likable. I want to be there with a likable guy. And he would say awkward stuff, like cringy shit to me the entire time. He'd be like, I feel like we're breaking race barriers. He'd say dumb shit like that, but it would still be an enjoyable time. And I'd be like, hell yeah. And I'd get like, a couple cases of Dew, a couple cases of, Red Alert, maybe a unreleased flavor. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't think about the perks.
Yeah, you gotta go perks, man. I gotta go. I mean, just 2.0 has all the perks because he's with Daly. So like anything you want, from like alcohol to cigs to like meth, anything you want, like John Daly's got at his fingertips and toes. Somebody will go get it for him.
Except for condoms.
Yeah, true. Come on now, man, country boy. Yeah. Nah, man, we Catholic. We don't do that. We don't believe in contraceptives. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Episode 11.
Drink your bleach, y'all. Drink your bleach.
Yeah, I like.
Wait, what is that?
It's a Donald Trump hoodie with him drinking bleach.
Oh, I thought that was like a bomb going off or like some kind of explosion.
Yeah, well, kind of. It was an explosion when he told America to drink bleach to defeat COVID.
And this is after we lost that game right there. Omar's coming. The Wire, baby.
That is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out RIP. But no, I appreciate you guys coming on. Good show. We got more next week. You guys just stay out of trouble, of course, and go fuck yourselves, please.
Yes, sir.
Let's ride.
All right, later. Later,
Later, y'all. Be good, you guys. I appreciate y'all coming on. Well, another one done. We touched on it a little bit. I mean, Eagles lost. I'm totally fine with it. Not the end of the world. I liked the attitude that came out of the locker room. Let's make some moves. Figure some shit out. They need a little adversity. Cowboys got to bounce back this week. They got to play the Vikings. That's going to be a tough fucking game. No uponneth thy Lord, no bonnet. On cap, no God. Yeah, but we got some good games this week. We'll see. Fuck the Bucks, fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Giants. Same old shit as always. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Check out Talk Shit or Get Off the Pod on Mondays. This is on Wednesdays. Sometimes I'm gonna be a little bit late. I got a job. I got shit to do. Times are busy. I'm tired. Your boy needs some sleep. So sometimes I'm gonna be maybe 30 minutes late. And we got some guests coming up pretty soon. I locked one down today, so be on the lookout for that. Looking to kind of swap some stuff up, change some things. always looking to change and grow in a new direction with these projects. So we appreciate y'all coming by. Stay out of trouble. As always, be safe. This isn't talk shit or get off the pod, so you don't have to go fuck yourselves. Y'all just be safe, be smart, stay out of trouble. As always, Angry Black Quarterback. Peace.